All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Lounging with John. And, excuse me, this is going to be different. And I'm going to explain to you a little bit about the title as well. And I'm going to be doing some chat. But as you've noticed, I don't have my earpiece in, but I'm going to. Okay. But there's a reason why I decided to do this, because I've always done it, and I got thinking about it tonight. I'm like, I've always done it off the picture, not really. 1 second, I'm trying to find my. I know they're here somewhere. I dropped the little boogers somewhere. I don't know where they went. Maybe they're over here somewhere. Yeah, here they are. I know you guys probably thinking, what is he got that thing on his head for? I like this. It's actually warm. It's kind of cold still in our house too, because of our furnace will not be getting put in until next week. So I don't have, but just, I mean, we got some heaters, but I don't have anything. We don't have a lot of heat. It's just some little heaters, but it does okay for now. And I'm actually going to be sending a message. I'm going. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm going to message Blue Wings and let her know that we are live, which she probably knows that, but give me 1 second. We'll get started. I think you guys will enjoy this, though. And honestly, if you know anybody that that you personally know that you feel like could use, that kind of motivation or advice, I'm really going to highly, highly suggest that you share this with them like now, like yesterday. Okay. Because there is a powerful ending to this live stream tonight. It's more than just about me telling a story. It's more than just me, sharing my life with you and what I went through and how my life has changed and how it's changing even still as of today. But all of it has changed because of me making a couple choices on my own. And that's it. That's simple. And I think that okay. I think that if anybody needs motivation in their life, this is one of them streams that will definitely give them motivation, because I'm going to share things with you that you probably as a subscriber didn't even know that I went through, but I'm going to share it. Not because I want you to say, oh man, poor guy, he went through that. No, that's not what it is. It's just to show you what you can grow out of and step away from. 15 years ago, this wasn't me at all. Not at all. You would never have caught me sitting down and having a conversation with anybody at that. You never saw me sitting down and trying to encourage anybody else out there, because I just didn't give it. I just didn't care. I had no care at all. I didn't care. But we're going to get into that here in a second. Bear with me. I'm just setting something up. Now, I will start taking chat. Well, the chat's open, but I'm not going to pay attention to the chat until after or midway. We'll see. And we'll see kind of what the audience is looking like. And if we got a decent audience, then, well, I'm just going to wing it as we go, okay? So I will be checking the chat from time to time. So, don't leave or anything. Let me give a shout out to all my subscribers out there, though. Blue Wings, I know you're in here. You just sent me a message. And that is also our newest manager here on YouTube with the channel. Very honored and glad to have her here because she's a very smart lady. So, let me get to where I need to go here. Okay, there we go. I've got some people that might be watching that know me really well. There might be, I'm going to try to mute this because I'm not going to be able to hear it. I'm going to hear myself in my ear and it's going to mess me all up because I'm a blind. Okay. Don't hate. All right. Let me pause this. I'm guessing you guys can hear me, right? I hope so. I'm going to pause it. All right. Down here, down here, down here. Open my chat panel, then we'll get started. All right, there we go. All right, so I have got my chat is open, so it's there, okay? I'm not looking at it right now, but I will here in just a little bit. But anyway, what I was going to say is, and Teardrop might be in. Matter of fact, let me send her a message. She is someone that can definitely tell you guys, everything that I'm saying is definitely 100% accurate. If anybody knows me out of my entire family, if anybody knows me the most, it would be her. I mean, we have the closest relationship that you can have, because a lot of families, they split apart and all this stuff. Let me send her a message. Tell Teardrop I am doing a live feed on YouTube. Just wanted to let you know. Love you. Come on. Yes. All right, good deal. So, anyways, if anybody is in here watching right now, or maybe you came in like a little late into the video, that's fine too. And if you have doubts about yourself, if at the end of this video you still feel the same, then I didn't do my job. So that's why I can guarantee you that you're going to see me talking and you're going to hear me saying things that is definitely going to be there to also encourage you as a person. Because this isn't just about me. This channel is not just about me. It's about something that I believe in 120%, and that's helping other people. You can't change the world, but you can change things around you, and you can help change the things that are around you as well. And you can also change yourself at the same time. So that's my own little theory there, but I know it's accurate. 100% accurate. So let me get this chat window opened and then I'll get started here. YouTube active. Thank you, YouTube. All right, so we're going to get started now. After I get this open. There we go. All right, so now you might see me ask like as I'm asking questions, but I'm not going to go through and look at every answer, but I'll kind of briefly look just to see if anybody's say anything. But I think that everybody at one point in their life or another, you have came across a point in your life to where you didn't have so much belief in maybe what you was doing or even who you was at that current moment, right? Everybody's dealt with that in their life. Everybody's dealt with the moments of just not having any type of motivation or encouragement or anything. It's just one of them days where you feel like nothing's going right and you just don't give a damn, right? One of them kind of days. Everybody's had them. But most of the time we get through them, don't we? And something happens. Something happens. That's what gets us through it. Whether it be, your worst day ever, and that one little thing happens and it makes your day just 100% better. And you look at it and realize that it really wasn't nothing spectacular that really changed, that made your day ended up being good, but it did, right? So when someone tells me that, life sucks and nothing can make it better and yada, 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 unfortunately, I'm going to tell them that they're full of shit, because the only way your life is going to get better is by you changing it. I want to make a good example here real quick. I love the guy, and I'll talk about him here at the end. But what is it, okay, in every one of our lives, there's one thing that every single one of us go through. And it's no different. It's all the same. It's something that we all see every year, right? And that's the 4 seasons. We have winter. We have summer. Well, I'm saying them all mixed up. Let's do that over. We have summer, right? We have fall. We have winter, right? You guys with me? Summer, fall, winter, and spring. Spring at the beginning, and then summer, and then fall, and then winter. And it's always the same, right? It never, ever changes, does it? It never changes. But how many of us feel like, okay, for example, last year, I feel like last year was, really good. I'd even told myself, well, this has definitely been, better than what it was this time or that time. And so many people think that, well, this year was different from last year. No, it wasn't. It wasn't different. It was just the things around you that were changing that made it feel like it was different, right? But it all stayed the same. It was still winter. It was still summer. It was still spring. It's still fall, right? And you guys are probably saying, well, what the hell is your point? My point is, so many people go through these seasons and they say, well, that last winter was the worst winter ever. That was the worst winter in my life. I hope it never ends up the way that it was then. I hope I never see that again. And they look at it as if that winter, in their head was different. It was no different. The only thing that was different is what they did to make it different. That's what a lot of us, we don't look at that. We don't look at what we do that can cause those effects. It's not the winter that causes it. It's not because it's snowing and because it's winter that it made it the shittiest winter ever, pardon my French, right? It's because of something that we did or a way that we felt, but we didn't notice to point the finger back at us and say, well, it was because that's the way we saw it, right? Once you start looking at things in a different perspective, I promise you, everything else will change. Everything will change. Everything. So I'm going to go back because I told you I was going to tell you my story and what kind of, well, to be blunt about it, what kind of hell I went through, right? And it was all my fault. Not for me to blame anybody but myself. And when I say that, some people are going to be like, no, you're wrong. You went through this, this, and this, because some people know me from a long time ago. and they know what I went through. And they're going to say, no, John, you was wrong because you got treated this way or that way. It doesn't matter. I still fell under the gun and I accepted the way I got treated. And then I let that affect my life as well. But it's still my fault because I done nothing to change that. Nothing to change it. It's so easy for us to stand up and point our finger at somebody else and blame somebody else for something that we did or for something that we went through. It's so easy for us to use the excuse that it was their fault and not our own, right? I could sit here and point my finger at my mother and say, it's your fault that my life was hell for the first 15 years because you had me and I was born blind. It's your fault. It wouldn't be fair though, would it? It wouldn't be fair for me to blame somebody else for something that nobody can change. Nobody on this earth can change that. Nobody. And it'd be easy for me to blame her. It'd be simple. You know, that's your fault. That's your fault. You did that. But I didn't. I never blamed anybody for what I went through. I blame myself. Even when they told me I was wrong. No. They was wrong because they were trying to put the blame on somebody else just to make me feel better. And that's not the way life should be. And that's not the way you need to live your life. If you don't accept that you're doing stuff wrong, how are you ever going to change yourself? That's my point. So if you see that you're doing something wrong, you're going to change it, right? You're going to say, well, that was my fault. I should have never done that, or I shouldn't do that, or I shouldn't be that way. Then you're going to change it. Especially if you know that in your mind that you're wrong, you don't want to be wrong. And you don't want people to think that you're wrong or see that you're wrong. So you're going to change that, right? Okay. So now that I made that point, let's hit rewind here. And I'm going to take you back quite a long time ago. Hope you guys got your seatbelts on. I feel old, you know. It's a long time ago. Anyways, I'm just going to go back to about 12. You know, I can tell you that when I was born, I was visually impaired. I can tell you that I grew up, you know, when I was a baby, I had no father. I can tell you that he walked out of my life. That don't change nothing. That's not why I became what I was. That's not why I made them choices. Sure, it could have made an effect. But anyways, so I grew up, you know, as a baby, I had my mother and that was it. I had my mother and my grandma and I had my two sisters, but they were young too. So there wasn't much support coming from that department because they were young just like me, a little bit older, but not by much. My one sister's 1 year older than me. My other sister's a couple years older than me. Right. So there wasn't much they was going to be able to tell me because I sure the hell wasn't going to listen to another teenager, especially my sisters. Since when do we listen to brothers or sisters? We don't, do we? We're like, I don't want to hear you. What are you talking about? Get out of here. So, that said, you know, my mom, she always went out on the weekends, was always at, you know, going to the bars and all that stuff, right? And it was, that's what it was for a long time. Now I'm not trying to paint a bad picture here on my mother, but I'm just telling it how it is, and that's what it was. I love my mom to death. You know, it's my mom. I love her, but that's the facts of it. And so for a while, though, and that's where it's going to get interesting with you guys. You're going to say, well, wait a minute. I know. For a while, there was a different view that I had on my mother. I'm going to share that with you. But let me take you to where I started public school. And I was blind, just as I am today. Started public school. I went there for a year. Met my best friend. You guys met him. Some of you guys have met him. If you haven't, I hope you'll get to meet him someday. And that's Andy. He's been on a live stream before. My best friend. Hands down, no questions asked, my best friend ever. And he's also blind. But I went to public school for a year, and I got through kindergarten, and then that was it. And the reason that was it was because the teachers realized that they couldn't do they couldn't do things for me. They couldn't figure out a way to teach me because my eyes were preventing me from understanding what they were trying to teach me. So after, I think it was a year, it might have been 2 at the most, that was when my mother decided to send me off to a blind school. Okay. And at the blind school, you leave on a Sunday morning, about 11 o'clock, actually, close to noon. And you're there at that school from Sunday until Friday. And in the winters, when the weather was bad, guess what? You're not coming home. You're stuck there on the weekend. Didn't happen all the time, but it did happen. But what happened was, when I got sent there, that was taking a child that once could depend, at 7, 8, 9 years old, could depend on his mom and dad and his family to help him through situations throughout the life of going through school and, all this stuff. I was folding and doing my laundry at 8 years old. Okay. I was putting my own clothes away. I was hanging my clothes up. I was doing my laundry. I was taking care of myself just as if I had no choice. Because the only thing we had at the school was we had house parents. So in the dorm, they were there just to make sure we were being good. Something that I knew nothing about. I knew nothing about being good. I knew nothing about it. I was a fighter. I was a fighter, and I was always looking to be, the funniest and the coolest, and yet the meanest. And that's what I was. But it was because of one simple fact. And that's because I was blind. I grew up as a child hating myself because I was blind. I didn't want to accept not being able to go out and do all the great things that people that had, regular vision could do. I couldn't just run out and start playing basketball with my cousins. They always wanted me to go when I was home on the weekend. They would always come play ball. Ball's no fun when the ball's hitting you in the face instead of you actually being able to catch it. So that didn't last very long, right? Didn't last very long. I was angry. I was disappointed. And I also grew and started being angry at my mother because, she never showed up to school events. We was like an hour and a half away, 2 hours. Even though still today I say she could have been there. She could have done things to make it more comfortable for me, but I just still went through the same situations. And actually, to be honest, I'm glad that I wasn't sheltered. Because if I was sheltered, that would have made things a lot harder. Really, honestly, it would have. Or it could have made things harder. Because if you live a shelter life and it's too much of a shelter life, and you come across one tough situation in your life, you're not going to know how to handle it. See, I had to learn all that on my own. I had to learn how to get out of situations. I had to learn how to do things on my own because that was the only option that I had. That was the only option that God put on the table for me at the time because of the situation I was in. Okay? And so, being away from home, every week, I would come home. I was home a day, one day, technically a day and a half. But that wasn't good enough for me. And so I went all this time, not accepting who I was, just being the class clown. If there was a fight, I wanted to be a part of it. I wanted to be involved in it. If somebody was messing with one of my friends, I was definitely glad to take up for them because that meant I got to whoop the shit out of somebody else. That was me back then. And I finally got tired of it. I was in and out of school, by the way. I got kicked out of school several times for fighting, for acting up in class. Uh, the last time I ever got kicked out of school was when I picked up a desk and I threw it across the room at the back of another boy's head, and I was like 13. No, I was older than that. I was 15. But I got kicked out then, though, because of that. But because when we were outside, about 4 months before that had happened, he had hit me in the face with a baseball bat. And for 2 months, he thought it was funny. And for a month that I had been out of school because my face was all busted up, he thought it was funny. And everybody was telling me, oh, man, since you've been out of school and all this is going on, they're like, and their guy's name was John, by the way. They're like, he's a class clown now, man. He's talking a bunch of bad stuff on you and laughing about it, making fun of your face and all this. So I remember this. I got back to school on a Sunday. School was on Monday morning, and I walk in, and he starts laughing, and I just turn around and grab the desk, and I throw it at his head. So that was the end of that. I got kicked out right instantly, kicked out again. And again, bad choices. I made bad choices. But in the end, all of it, guys, all of it was because I wasn't accepting who I was, because I was trying to be someone that I wasn't. And I want to promise you right now, if you are young and you're watching this, if you're only 14 or 15, or maybe you are 18, maybe you're in your 20s, you still got your whole life ahead of you. But if you're living it and you're not being honest with yourself, and if you're not living life accepting who you really are, that one day that wall is going to slam in your face. And when it does, it's going to be a reality check for you real quick. There's no reason. There's no reason for it. I quit school. Okay, I quit school. And the worst thing you can do as a blind person is quit school. That's the worst thing that you could ever do in your life as a blind person, because going back to school, if you wait too long, like I had done, now you've got a lot of trouble. Now you've got a lot of problems, because now you got to figure out how you are going to pass a GED test or a diploma test if you find the right place. And I did. At the age of about 21 was when reality started sinking in from all that stuff. I used to drink. I used to smoke the weed. At 15, 16 years old, I was drinking whiskey, But all that changed when I got, I think I was 21. And I got with my girlfriend, ended up getting her pregnant. And that's when reality really sunk in. That's when that wall smacked me in the face. That's when I got hit in my face with that wall of reality, that it changes now, because if it doesn't, then I'm going to end up raising my kids to be just like me when I was a kid. And there's no way would I ever want to see any kid be as bad as I was. I mean, now granted, I wasn't going around like vandalizing people's homes or, stealing people's stuff out of their yards or out of their houses or nothing like that. I just drank a lot, partied a lot, and got in a lot of fights. All because nope, I'm not blind. These doctors don't know what the hell they're talking about. Oh, I just ran my bicycle into a wall. Not because I'm blind, though. I was looking the wrong direction. I was making up excuses. That's all it was. But anyway, I started to accept who I was when I got my girlfriend pregnant. I knew it was time that something had to change. But guys, it took me a long time to go through the programs and all that to get my diploma. It took me a while. more than just a year. I promise you that. And, you know, I don't take back anything that I've, done as far as, you know, uh, here's the way I see it. If we don't have mistakes in life, we don't learn for the better. I learned for the better, and there was a reason for that. And I think that reason for me was because it allowed me to sit here today and keep other people from making the same mistakes. And I really think that was, that was my reason. That's my reason. I think that we all go through mistakes. And I don't know who keeps on going back and forth behind me, but they do. Who keeps walking by?
Sorry. Mom wanted me for something.
Anyways, bro, you need to shut that door.
I am.
It's, you know, and you guys know that. I mean, you guys ain't dumb. You know that when we go through life, that we've got to live, and we've got to make mistakes, and we've got to learn from it. The only problem is there's a lot of people that don't learn from it, right? But I want those of you out there though that might be going through these crazy situations to where, I don't know, you got a disability, or you think you're too big, or someone's calling you fat, or you're too skinny. Don't listen to nobody, and definitely don't let it reflect on what you think about yourself. I'm telling you, when you believe in who you are, I mean, when you really believe in everything that you are, your life will change. I guarantee it. Because it's gonna make you live life differently, and you're gonna do things differently than what you did before. Right? That's the way I see it. Um, oh, that coffee's so good. But I had lived and I had learned. And look at me today. I'm in college. I'm not wealthy, not yet, but uh I'm doing all the right things though. I can't even imagine where I would be today if I was still the same way I was when I was a teenager. I'd probably be sitting in jail or something, or I'd be an alcoholic, or something dumb. I think about that sometimes. I'm like, I wonder where or what I'd be doing, but I definitely wouldn't want to change it to find out, right? So I'm going to shut my mouth a minute. That way, in case anybody, and well, at least put the story on pause a minute. Check out the chat. See if anybody's got any questions. If there's something you want to know about me, don't feel you know, don't feel like you can't ask, because I don't care. I'll tell people anything. It don't matter to me. People either like me or they won't. If they like me, then they're going to watch me. If they don't like me, they're not going to be here, and that's probably why they're not here. And that's fine with me. That's fine with me. So if you got a question, please feel free to ask me as I check the chat. All right, so yeah, I'm very stubborn, by the way. You got that right. I told you, Teardrop will tell you. She'll tell you I won't sugarcoat shit about what I've done. It's just the way it is. I've done it, and that's how it is. Let's see. Yeah, it was Brett. But no, I mean, I could have stuck it out in Indianapolis, but you guys have no clue. No clue. The things that I was around in Indianapolis, I mean, I could tell you some stuff, and you guys, some of you might think I'm full of shit, but well, Teardrop's in here. She'll tell you that I'm not full of shit. Uh, when I was in Indianapolis, I was even in a citywide gang, and that's not me sugarcoating nothing or making myself look good, because I'm not proud of it. But you know, that is just one of the things that I was doing just because, whatever. But yeah. So, all right. So, um, you got to learn from it though. So if you're going through rough times right now, I promise you that if you're going through things, you better be also paying attention so you can learn from it and you don't keep on repeating the same thing over and over. Because I know some people, Teardrop definitely nod her head on this one. We know some people that do things and they just keep on going in a circle. They do things over and over and over that they shouldn't do, and they're not learning from it. It's the worst thing you can do. If you know your life is messed up, or if you know you're doing wrong, get help. If you can't do it for yourself, then let someone else help you. That's some honest advice. That's as uh, honest as I can be with you about it. Um, by the way, Little Gunner, thanks for showing your support by showing up, man. You and Emerald and Blue Wings and my crazy ass sister. Um, what was that say? Hold on. My kids are uh 14, 15, and 18. Brett is the oldest. He's 18. Mackenzie is 15. And Jordan is 14. As a matter of fact, there's Brett's friend that just walked in the door. What's up, buddy?
Not much, you?
Not much. Just YouTubing. He's upstairs.
He is?
Yeah. We got Big Red, so if you get thirsty, go feel free to get you a drink.
All right, thank you.
There's spaghetti. Did you already eat?
Mm-hmm.
You already ate? All right, brother.
All right.
But yeah, I've got well, and you guys know about my daughter. She's in South Carolina, the daughter that I've never seen because the mother is a arrogant, disrespectful. Okay, I'm not going to cuss. Anyways, that decided to run off when she got pregnant. Never allowed me to see my baby or my daughter at all. So, but that's going to change here real soon. I'm going to say in the next 3 years, at least 3 years, because once I get done with college, well, Johnny Boy is going to be taking action. And I'm going to make sure that I get to see my daughter. She's not going to like the turnout of that neither, but it's what it is. What was is this Sir Juki being ridiculous? I gotta see this. Hold on, guys. Um, apparently, Sir Juki must have been saying some pretty awful stuff. And I sure to hell hope it ain't the Juki that I know. Teardrop, you don't think that's the Juki that we know, is it? Surely to God not. Well, I didn't even see what they said, though. So I don't even know what they said, but. What? Oh my God. Well, he won't be doing nothing no more. He wanted to see naked pics. Is that what you? Jesus. If that's the one I think it is, I'll have teardrop take care of that. Yeah, teardrop. When this is over, get a hold of me because, well, I'll just say this: I don't think it was the older Juki. I think it was the younger. And well, I'll just tell you later. But that's ridiculous. Look, y'all, if you can't come in here and watch the stream without being immature, I take this channel very serious for what I do. And some people might find it as just, oh, it's just a YouTube channel, just something dumb of his or whatever. It might be dumb to you, and it might be just a video to you, but it's more than a video to me. And if you can't come in here and be respectful, well, then that's what you get. You get banned. You get warned, and then you get banned. I've got moderators for a reason, so that people's not in here acting like idiots. Simple as that. Simple as that. But some people don't know how to be mature. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not for sure on who I'm not for sure if I know who it is, but I know we have some comical people that might joke around, but I don't think they would come in here saying that. Surely to God. But we do get some goofy people. So, whatever. People don't like it. They already know when they come in here that as soon as they start acting dumb, they're going to get banned. I got good moderators. Good moderators. So, but yeah, the worst thing ever, though, like I was saying, was me quitting school as a blind person because it was hell trying to get my education back. And now, to be honest, let me be honest about something else here, is me dropping out of school like I did. I didn't end up learning math in Braille, right? And that's still affecting me today because now I've got a math class I'm going to be taking, and we've got to figure out what we're going to do because I can't read print and I don't know the Braille for math. I know Braille, but I don't know math Braille. So because of that one mistake, that one choice that I made, that's how far, that's how much it can affect you in life later on. And that's fine because I'm happy with everything that I've got now because I've got it all back. Speaking of that, I'm going to show you guys something. All right. I got my new books. Well, a couple of them. I still got a couple more I got to get. But I'll get them out. I'll get them in class. I don't got to buy them. So here's one of my books. Now I don't know if you can see how thick this book is, but it's thick. This is just one of them. Can you guys see that? Yeah, that's a thick book, huh? I gotta be careful when I'm closing this thing because I really don't like this binder, but I had to put it in a binder. All right, come on. There we go. Let me get my other one out for you. pretty wild. I'm actually really excited for the whole career thing that I'm doing. But you know, a few years from now, and I'll be a lawyer, and it's like I got a story to tell you about that too. All right, so here's my other one. This is all this one here. This is all on law, all legal stuff. And that's just a piece of the pie. That's just a piece. Um, that's only for one of my law classes. And I've got 2 other law classes that I'm taking on top of that one. So, yeah. All right. But I went ahead. I done got. Oh, speaking of that, teardrop, by the way, um, because of my grades and because of what I've done so far in college, I got an email last night and it said extra credit. And I thought, oh, okay, they're offering another loan or something. Want me to take out another loan, which I wouldn't do. But I open it up and read it. And because of a couple things, one, because of my grades and because of my GPA being a 4.0, and because of my grades being where they're at, they gave me another credit of $1,900, and it's called extra credit. Wait, what was it called? I gotta look. That's going to drive me crazy now. Let me go look what it was called. But yeah, an extra $1,900, and I'm like, I'll take that because I had to go in and accept it or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I'll take that. All right, let's see. Okay. Where's it at? Okay. 1 second, guys. Where's it at? Let's see. Okay, here it is. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the higher earned credit is what it says. The higher earned credit award or whatever. So I was like, I'm good. I'll take it because I can put that towards well, it'll go toward my tuition, either them fees or I can put it to my loans or whatever. So yeah. Let me get back on chat here. Yeah, I'll jump right on that, Justice. Speaking of Justice, good to see you in here, man. Haven't seen you around much, but I figure you just been a busy man. So yeah, but I'm on break now, which I'm enjoying because I don't go back until I think the 16th. Let me see. What is the 16th on of January? Okay, so no, it'd be the 5th. No, well, technically, yeah, it'd be the 15th. I go back January 15th, which is a Monday, and my first classes start at 10 o'clock. But my schedule's pretty sweet because Monday's just from uh 10 to 11 something. And then that's my only class for Monday. And then yeah. And then I don't have class again until Wednesday. That's my long day. I'll pretty much be at, you guys have seen me doing a lot of videos from school because I'll be in college on Wednesdays from 9 in the morning until 8:30 at night. And I'll be at my college that whole day because from 3 to 6, I'm not going to drive all the way back to where I live and then just turn around and go back again a few hours later. I'm just going to stick it out up there. And then I have a class on Thursdays, like 12 to 2:50. Wait, one, two on Wednesday. Yeah, the one on Monday is 3. One on Thursday is 4. And then I have my online class, but that's just a basic computers, Microsoft class. So I'm down with that. I'm down with it. So, anyways, to any of you out there that ever feel, you know, down about yourself, you got to stop doing that because I know from experience, man, once you start believing in who you are and, you know, changing the things that you do and the things that you believe in and all that, your life can take a turn for the better just that quick. That quick. So I never could stand people. You know what really got on my nerves is women sitting there bitching about that they're fat. That is such a pet peeve of mine. Like, I don't know why they think that, that their weight really matters. Now, I can understand if you was 900 pounds. Yeah, I might have a problem with that. Okay? I might have a problem with that. But if you're that big, that's part of that is because you just didn't give a damn and didn't do anything to change it. You guys ever seen the shows where they got the women on there and the men that are real big like that? Most of them's that big just because they have bad eating habits. So that's their own damn fault. You know? And no offense to any woman out there that's got weight or that's a little bigger. I see nothing wrong with that. Not 900 pounds though. That is a roll me up in flour and get through the moment one of them situations. All right. No. Oh no. It's Psycho Mom. Oh God. Anyways. Women should not do that, you know? That they shouldn't. Because weight doesn't matter. Looks doesn't matter. Psycho Mom just says you. Yeah, says me. Says me. Looks is not what it's about at all. I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying someone is good looking, but you can't base shit on your looks and stuff all the time. It's the dumbest shit ever. All right, let's see. Um, um, Blue Wings. I don't know why you was saying that it wouldn't let you edit with the Lounging with John, but I just got done looking at it, and you're a manager for both of them channels. You should be able to edit either one of them. So I don't know what's up with that. Oh, this is the coffee mug I got today. I got it for school. This is my beanie. I got that for school or from school. Um, and of course my books. I got them. Did I get anything else? If I order anything else, I think that's it for now. No, this shirt here. I forgot about this shirt, but anyway, I hope that my little story will help some of you out there. Maybe it will, but hey, I did my part. I did my part. So, yeah. Man, there's a lot of chaos going on over the YouTube internet right now with the news. A lot of people are making a big fuss about the greens and all that. And I'm going to touch base on this just for a quick second, and then I'm going to leave it at that. I don't hate anybody. I hate no one. And I think that it's ridiculous that people just keep on going on and on and on. And the only reason they're going on and on and on is because some of them still doing videos arguing with them. Was it ISO TV? If you don't argue with them, they won't be making all them comments. If you don't show them that you're even paying no attention to that stuff, it'll go away. Guarantee it. But I don't know. Just my opinion. I'm not getting in the middle of any of that stuff anymore. Because, it doesn't do any good to. Let's see here. Hey, Kevin, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining the channel. Hopefully you are subscribed and everything. If you came in to listen to the main topic, you can always go back later and watch it again or whatever. I did discuss some pretty good stuff, I think, anyways. I shared some stuff about, myself being blind that I don't think a lot of people would ever want to do, but I did. But glad to have you on the channel, though. That's for sure. We don't just talk about blind people. I promise. It's not just about me being visually impaired. We do a lot of stuff. So I don't know how many videos you've got to check out or whatever, but I know I think I do some pretty funny stuff. I think Old Man Roger. I think my character Old Man Roger and Ralph. I think them characters is really the highlights of the channel. They're the ones that really light it up, I think. But hey, Emerald, welcome back, brother. Glad to see you guys back. I love the fact that I can always pretty much already know. Oh, and by the way, I got an announcement to make to you guys. I've got some stuff that I'm going to talk about here, but I've added a few little curves to this giveaway thing that people that are really serious about wanting to win. And don't worry, it's nothing drastic that people got to do, but And I'm not going to do it's not for everything. So anyway, I'll tell you guys in a minute. Um, what I was going to say though, I can almost always, every time when I do a live thing, almost every time I know who's going to more than likely come and support, just come and hang out and show support. And I think that's awesome. Um, Obviously, it'd be hard to remember a million people, their names right off the bat, but I would know that I've got, because I do pay attention to that stuff. Yeah, old man Roger, crazy old man. So the big contest in February, we're going to be adding a little mix to that. So hopefully, I don't have any shy people out there, because if you're going to want to win the iPhone, you're going to have to get involved and send me. And I don't have the information yet, but I will have it for you. You got to send me any funny video, okay? But it can't be long. I don't want a 20 or 30-minute video. Something maybe 5 minutes, no more than 10 minutes, okay? And it's got to be something funny. Even if you find it funny and someone else don't, who cares? And you'll have to send that to me of just anything. It can be anything. It can even be just a video. If you're not doing a funny video, you can do a support video and just have a video about Lounging with John, how you found us and what you think about us. And you'll be able to send them videos to me, and then I'm going to go through and I'm going to do a random thing and automate it. It's going to pick the video, we'll play it, and then that person know that they're the winner. So it's a little different than just drawing a name. I want to make it a little different. So if you see your video playing, you don't know that you've won before I even get to come back on and announce it. So that's going to be pretty exciting. Old man Roger was a good old man. Jumped out the window with his toe in his hand. Ha! You guys probably thought I was going to say something else. I changed it up on you. My bad. Anyways, that's what that. Where is my cigarettes? I have voice activated cigarettes, by the way. It's a new app on my iPhone. See, I can say, cigarettes come to me. See how quick that was? Damn. I should be making millions off that app. iPhone, get me a beer. Shit, it brought me coffee. Son of a bitch. I'm sending that app back. And I'm also, like I said, I don't know if you guys seen it, but I'm working on getting a new camera, some actual GoPro equipment, and I'm going to be doing some outdoor stuff with that. I'm going to be, I want to get the accessories with it, because you can attach it to like your shirt. You can wear a helmet with a light. So if I'm doing cave stuff, I've got one cave video, but it wasn't a lot. And I want, yeah, I'm going to be doing some adventure stuff, some exploring. No, you did not. You didn't miss the giveaway, Little Gunner. Not yet. I got busy and other things came up, and with the semester about being over, other things got in the way of it, but I've not forgot it, and we're still doing it. But I am going to be, I've got to figure out who's going with me. And guys, this is a scary place. Look it up on YouTube after this event. Okay. I want you to go to YouTube or whatever and search for um, haunted hospital in Louisville, Kentucky. Okay? The place is super, super creepy. I'm going to it. I'm taking a crew with me, and we're going in it on cam right here at the lounge. Yes, sirree. I'm doing it. I've got some people, I think. I've got a crew. I'm not going to announce them yet because I got to make sure they're going to do it. But, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. That place is honestly creepy as all get. And I'm going to it. I'm going to it. And, like, probably mid-Feb, beginning of March, we're going to the haunted hospital. You want to go, Blue Wings? You can freaking get them feathers fluffed up and fly your ass on out here. Come on, baby girl. Let's go to the haunted hospital together. You'll be safe. You can hold old man Roger's hand. He'll take care of you. It might be. There's that might be the one. I'll have to look on the exact name, but I just know it's in Louisville, Kentucky, and my ass is going to it. And it's got like, I don't know how many floors it's got, but that's going to be a very interesting place to check out. I mean, I don't like ghosts, but I'm going just for the fear of not knowing what the hell's in there. Good old coffee. Makes me squirm like a worm without the perm. I'm a poet and didn't even know it. Hold on. Blue Wings, what would be awesome? You fluffing up your feathers and flying out here, or old man Roger holding your hand, or us going in the haunted hospital? Be precise and nice. Be nice and precise. Oh, shit. I'm going to have to unplug this part and plug my phone back in because had to plug the phone in. So don't go dead on me.
10:21 p.m. AM Roaching. 10:21 p.m. AM Roaching 935. Video. 10:21 p.m. AM Roaching 935 gaming plus. I think it has 5 floors. Chat message input.
Yeah, that's the one.
Text. Send.
Yeah.
10:21 p.m. Blue Wings. LOL, that would be awesome. Chat message input. Chat is lounging with John.
Yep, that's the one, brother. And we're going to be going to it because I'll have my GoPro equipment. I'll have the helmet with the light on it. The camera will be where I don't have to hold on to it, which is good because then I can, my hands will be free. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get my niece to be part of that crew because she's going to be the driver. Yeah. iTunes, go away. Let's see. All right, well, we still got 5 viewers. I don't know what it is, man. What is it, you guys, that I see all these other live streams and they get like 100 viewers and 200 viewers. And my lounge only gets 5. What the hell am I doing wrong? Like, maybe they're allergic to the word blindness. Maybe that's got some type of a phobia built into it or something, because we just don't get the live views, and I don't understand why not. God damn it. We'll get there, John. We'll get there.
Chat message input. Chat is lounge. 10:24 p.m. Blue Wings. Awesome. 10:24 p.m. The Emerald King 935 gaming and vlogs. John, before you. 10:24 p.m. 10:24 p.m. The Emerald King 935 gaming and vlogs. John, before you go watch Ghost Adventures Waverly Hills episode.
Ghost Bit. Let me see that again.
10:24 p.m. The Emerald King 935 gaming and vlogs. John, before you go watch Ghost Adventures Waverly Hills episode.
Ghost Adventures.
Words. 10. Colon. 9. 8. John, if you go watch Ghost Adventures Waverly Hills. Hills. Waverly.
Okay, Waverly.
Characters. W. A. D.
Waverly Hills.
Words. Waverly Hills episode.
Waverly Hills episode. Okay.
10:24 p.m. The Emerald King 935 gaming and vlogs. John, before you go watch Ghost Adventures Waverly Hills episode.
Ghost Adventures Waverly. I'm gonna write that down. Write that down. Write it down. Okay.
10:24 p.m. The Emerald King 935 gaming and vlogs. John, before you go watch Ghost Adventures Waverly Hills episode.
Got it, brother. Here we go. What is this? Came up on my window. There we go. All right, so guys, I hope you enjoyed my little hangout.
10:26 p.m. Blue Wings. Wait, that's where we're going, John. 10:25 p.m. The Emerald King 935 gaming and vlogs. There's a creepy dead nurse there.
Oh yeah, the nurse, bro. Yeah, yeah. Maybe I can get her to go out with me. I mean, all the living souls seem to turn me down, so maybe I need to turn to asking the ghost out.
10:26 p.m. Blue Wings. Wait, that's where we're going. 10:26 p.m. The Emerald King 935 gaming and vlogs. I watched it and I could not sleep. Chat message input. Chat is lounging with John.
Really? Dude, I'm going to be going and watching that right after this. Some announcements real quick, guys, before I go. I want to bring everybody up to date on everything. You guys need to, if you're not following me on Twitter, you need to follow me. Blue Wings, if you'll go ahead and do me the honors of putting our Twitter link there in the chat window for them. It's twitter.com/lounge. Instead of lounging, it's lounge with John. And John spelled John. Follow me on Twitter because you guys will get updates anytime before I do giveaways or any kind of contest or anything like that. I will tweet and let people know. And it also goes through Twitter as well whenever I do a video or live stream or any of that stuff. It'll go on Twitter. So you really need to follow me on Twitter if you have it. And then if you are following me on Twitter, let me know. Okay? And if you guys are trying, a way to contact me is real simple. Just send an email to John, John, at LoungingWithJohn.com. So it's just my first name and then same as the channel. So it's John at LoungingWithJohn.com. You can send me a message there and I'll get back to you. Okay? If you're following me on Twitter and I missed it, send me a message. Give me your Twitter name. I'll follow you back. Same goes for subscribers out there. If you're a new subscriber and you've subscribed and maybe I missed seeing your name, message me and I'll subscribe to you back. I'll definitely subscribe to you back. Okay? The computer giveaway and the gift card giveaway will be happening this month. Okay? because of things changed up, I don't got the date, but it's going to be this month. I've got the computers right underneath here. Or did I put them up? No, I put them up. Okay, I thought I had them down here still. But they're good computers. They're laptops. They're HPs. And I've actually got two. I've got two of them. I don't know if I'm going to give both of them away at the same time or if I'm going to split that up, but I've got two of them. Okay. The February thing, when you do that, if you send the video, you're going to send it to that email that I gave you, the John@LoungingWithJohn.com. You know, whatever way you want to do it, if you want to make the video and put it somewhere and give me a download link, whatever you want to do. You can even make it on YouTube, and if you don't want to make it for everybody to see, make the video on your YouTube, make it private, to where you got to give the person a link to watch it. Give me the link, and I should be able to well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Damn headphones make my ear itch. Anyways, guys, I'm going to jump out of here. I want to thank you guys for showing your support. You guys are always, you know, having you guys is even just, you know, having you guys showing your support, it keeps me going. You know, yeah, I would like to be that channel that can get, you know, 1,000 subscribers or 2,000. But I guess the important part is that at least I'm going to know when we get that many subscribers, we did it on our own. We didn't do it because of somebody else. You know, I see other YouTubers out there, they get their fame because they know somebody or because they're best friends with somebody or whatever. And unfortunately, I don't have that luck. It doesn't work that way for me. So we're going to earn our subscribers doing it completely on our own with our own code hard working, whatever, you know. So yeah.
Chat message input. Chat is lounging with John. 10:31 p.m. Blue Wings. John at LoungingWithJohn.com.
Oh.
10:30 p.m. Derek Scott. What's up?
Hey Derek, thanks for joining the chat room. Hopefully you're subscribed. You know, I'm pretty sure you are. Here's a big thing too, guys. I can't give you a date on this, but it's coming up. This year coming up. Hopefully before May, there's going to be a program taking place, and it's only going to last for a certain amount of time. But for each subscriber that you guys bring over, and as long as it's made clear that you guys brought them over, you're going to get $5 a pop. So you can get 4 people in and earn yourself $20 pretty quick. We're going to be doing that once a year, every year, on a certain date. And I believe I'm going to be trying for April. Okay, the 1st of April. All right. It'll definitely put money in somebody's pocket real quick. Real quick. I'll have more details on it, the policy on it, the rules on it, and all that when we get closer to it. I'll get with Blue Wings. We'll work out the details for it. And yeah. So, but for that said, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate all of you, Blue Wings. Thank you so much for being the manager here. And thank all you guys for showing your support here at YouTube on my channel. It means the world to me. Keep telling your friends about us. Let us keep on working, because I really do believe in my heart that we will get all them subscribers one day. And when we do, it's going to be well worth it. I love you guys. And remember, don't ever feel bad about who you are. Never stop believing in who you are, what you want in life. As long as you believe in yourself, and as long as you keep confidence in yourself, you can do anything in this world that you want to.